Live look over the nation's capital today. The U.S. Supreme Court issued a major ruling that the Biden administration can continue to urge social media platforms to remove content deemed as misinformation.
Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joining us now. Khalif, it's an easy thing to be able to see, looking at this ruling like this is going to have a ripple effect, especially from the three dissenting judges. So much to be able to talk about here. Hopefully we can get all our questions in, but first let's bring us up to speed of how big this is.
Big case. Biden administration tried to have conversations with social media companies to curtail disinformation during COVID about election interference and just about COVID vaccines. They were having those conversations to try to find ways to get information off the websites. A couple states decided that they didn't think that it was something that the Biden administration could do. They filed a lawsuit. The United States District Court judge ruled with the states. The United States appealed. Biden administration appealed. The Court of Appeals rules with the states. They get to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, you know what, guys, you got it wrong. And I can say, if you look back, Trump appointee on the United States District Court side, a complete panel at Court of Appeals were Trump appointees. You get there and expect at the Supreme Court that they would do exactly what they did today. This is a standing issue. For you to have standing to bring a lawsuit, you have to have been injured. You have to have some injury that you can point to. And when you look at the court's opinion, they say you guys have not pointed to any injury. You're talking about the potential injury. You're talking about how folks could be injured. But for you to have standing, for you to sue someone, if you wanted to sue me right now for hurting you, I would have actually had to hurt you for you to sue me.
Well, one of the things that is also in this is that the FBI and Homeland Security can flag certain posts if they deem that it's from a foreign actor from overseas. That's particularly important leading into the election.
I mean, we talk about that. We know that there was the federal government has said this number of times. There was interference in the 2016 and 2020 election, specifically from Russia. And then they're talking about China that's also doing interference. These things are happening on a rapid basis, and people are getting their information from multiple places. While we would be naive to think that it's only one source, that us right here is the only place that they're getting news. And I hope they are watching. But at the end of the day, social media is a very, very large place for folks to get their news. And so if you can't determine that it's accurate, if you can't ensure that it's accurate, then you have a problem. And so what the states attempted to do was say this is a First Amendment case. And while I do believe it's a First Amendment case, you don't want to restrict unjustly a person's rights to say what they want, but you have to have an injury. And so if you are the state of wherever and you're saying you have an injury, you don't even have a claim. This case should have never made it past district court. It should have been dismissed at district court.
I'm so glad you made that point, because this ruling also comes a week after the U.S. Surgeon General pushed for a tobacco-style warning label on social media sites.
It's timely. I mean, I think that courts should not be persuaded or swayed at all by what's going on around them, but they should be cemented in what the rule of law says. And the rule of law says you have to have standing to have a claim. But I also like the timing of this, that it gave the Biden administration the tools that they feel are necessary to support going forward with what needs to happen. The Surgeon General's issue is something that Congress will have to do. But at the same time, in concert, you can have the federal government working and talking to these companies to ensure that they do what is within their power. If you have an algorithm that can take this information down by just pushing one button, why wouldn't you want it to be taken down? If you can protect us, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the things that drives all of us in the news media is when people say, oh, I get my information from social media. So I'm glad to see something like this, because we know what.
As long as it's Queen City News social media page, I'm happy.
All on social media.
All right, Khalif, thanks so much.